Welcome to So Worth It Cleaning and Oiling videos. This is on the Pfaff model 296. I actually did a cleaning of the machine on the top and the sides before I did a video. I didn't have a tripod and I was using an older camera. So please be patient with the way that I'm holding the camera with one hand and trying to thread the bobbin. But I do have the video for the bottom where I showed with a screwdriver where I already put oil, as well as how I thread the bobbin with one hand, which wasn't great. You'll see the camera's a bit shaky, and I cleaned out the area of the dog feed. So please enjoy the video and hope that you get a lot of information from this. Thank you. So this is the bottom of the Pfaff sewing machine. The bottom was actually very easy to take off. It only had one screw, which is this one, which fits into this right here. What I did is I took the bottom off so that I can clean this area here of dust and dirt, which is very important when you're doing maintenance for this machine. As you can see, it's a very strong machine. You don't need too much to do with the bottom here. It's got a very strong belt, as you can see in the corner down here. So what I did is I put a little bit of oil, very little bit of oil here, a little bit of oil here on the gears, and a little bit of oil in here. Very little in that section there, tiny little bit here. Now this section here is where the bobbin sits and the bobbin case sits. So time to time dirt will build up in this area up here, or in between, as you can see here. So you just take a brush and you clean that away. But the way that this machine is built, dust doesn't usually build up. This is another motor. I'm not touching that part there. As you can see, there's no need to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the bottom on, screw it on, stand her up, and I'm going to show you what it looks like on top. This is the bottom, and as I was showing you, this is the screw, and it's very simple just to tighten it. Now, this doesn't have to be very tight, it's just to hold it on. Very simple. So in order to thread the Pfaff 296 sewing machine, as you can see, it's very easy to do. It has it on the thread holder here. Settings on the middle. Thread through here. Comes down and around. Through here. Down. And through this piece here. And through the needle. Very simple. So as you can see, this is the bobbin case and the bobbin, which are not the standard size bobbins. To thread that, you push the lever, pull that out, and that's where it sits. Always make sure your needle is up, this part is up, and then you can thread the machine, thread the bobbin into the bobbin case. So the thread always counterclockwise. There's the piece that the thread goes through. Try and do this by one hand. If I can do that, it'll be amazing. I'll thread it because I'm not going to be able to, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Once I got it threaded, as you can see, it's going through that part here. Again, this allows you to hold this up, which allows you to hold the bobbin inside. So when you're placing it underneath, it's a lot easier. Gotta just move the thread out of the way to get it in there without the bobbin causing an issue. I'll just pop it in place. Okay, now that I got it in, snap it in place. Okay. Now that my thread is in here, in the bobbin case, locked in, I'm going to put this cover plate on top. It just sits on top and snaps into place very gently. I'm just going to turn my thread and pick up the thread on the bottom. I'm doing that because I want a little bit of tension on the thread. You don't have to do that. And there it is. The thread's pulled through beautifully. Push the thread to the back. Get your piece of fabric. And then you can sew. So what I want to do in this video is I want to show you how to take off the dog feed plate. There's 2 screws here, and as you can see here, and when you take these off, it's very important as part of the maintenance. You want to take this off as well. See what you're doing. So this is kind of awkward, sorry. Because I'm trying to do it by holding the camera. Why this is important to take this off from time to time is because dust and dirt will build up under the feet dog. Sorry. And that's what you want to clean off. Grab my, sorry about the shaking camera, but I'm going to take this and dust the dirt away from here, underneath. Very, very simple machine to maintain. Once that's done, check the back to make sure there's no dust or dirt. Put that back. Somebody wants to get caught under there. And put the screws back. All right. It's always important to put the screws back together. and not to tighten them until both are in. Make sure that they're sitting. How often should you do this? I would suggest doing this once a week. If you're doing a lot of sewing with a lot of materials that have a lot of fibers. Just to make sure that the feet dog run smooth, because they do press up against the plate to pull the fabric through. Perfect. Again, putting this guy here, locking him in place. That sounds so much better already. This is the Pfaff sewing machine 296 model. These are good quality, solid machines. This was made by Pfaff in 1973. Husqvarna had then purchased them in 1999, and they were very popular in the United States. As you can see, this is a very, very simple, good quality industrial type of machine. There's quite a few models out there, so if you do happen to get one, they're very easy to thread, very easy to maintain, and they are built very well. So I hope that you can learn some tips and tricks from my tutorial on this particular machine. In my other videos I will post shortly, which will show you how to thread it, how to do just the basic maintenance for this machine. This is the bobbin winder. This is the thread stands. You don't have to have them up on both, you can just have one. In order to take the top off, it's these two screws here, and this pops out underneath the bottom. It is just one screw, which I'll show you in another video what it looks like underneath. This one comes with 2 bobbins, and I offer it with making sure that there is a sewing pedal, and I make sure that it has new needles. So once I do the video on this tutorial, it will be going to someone who will be able to enjoy it. So thank you again for watching my videos. If you get a chance, just do a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more basic tips, tricks on sewing machines.